Where we are, where we were, where we are, where we're going.
That's the title of this video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I have an amazing guest with us. Dominic from Max Level EDC, been hanging out with me all week here in Colorado. Been having a blast, going on day hikes, doing different stuff. But we wanted to do kind of a different video, and I want to thank you for coming and just hanging out and being a part of the channel, man. I mean, it's amazing to be able to collaborate like this here on YouTube. So the thing that we want to kind of touch on today, you said it best. Why don't you tell us what the idea with this that we want to hit?
It feels like some brands right now are either secretly or overtly doing amazing things.
Yeah, that are based right here in America.
Yeah, and maybe they're bringing parts from all over, or maybe they're building it here. But regardless, there's some great things to be excited about in the genre.
Yeah, and we have 3 blades specifically, and we want to really start with like the past. We're kind of doing like past, present, future
kind of thing. Yeah, something
of like
that.
What we see kind of the American market looking like right now. And you really brought it. I've been aware of it, but you really highlighted it for me recently. Is the Buck Custom Store. Since you found it, tell us just a little bit about like what Buck is doing over there with some of their custom stuff.
So they've been changing it for a while. It's been up for a number of months, but they haven't been spending a lot of effort advertising the fact
that exists.
Not only does it exist, but you can basically get a custom knife for less than $200, traditional or otherwise, in MagnaCut for way lower than you would think.
Right.
We were talking about the Spitfire.
Yes. There's a lot of options in that blade.
$125 with MagnaCut aluminum handles, made in America. The Buck 110, which is a very popular knife, has been forever.
Yes.
In MagnaCut, $150, and you can pick the wood handle you want. They're just not really talking about potential.
The potential there, and then they'll also, along with that, do a lot of like limited drops on some of their iconic designs. I think last year they did the ground combat knife, the GCK, that was very popular for a long time. They dropped that in crew wear, 1,000, units, and it's like that is an amazing knife, and it was great steel. We love crew wear, and like that's an option. I just saw that they did. I think it's crew wear as well. Powder coat with gray, micarta handle. A bunch of units on the Buck 119, and it's just like they're doing a lot of that. So in the custom realm, they're giving massive value on some of their kind of like legacy models.
So it's past models that we love.
Right.
We're getting a modern flair.
Right.
Like we're getting new materials. S35 with Cerakote or MagnaCut.
Yeah.
It's actually something you might want to check out.
And then with that, Buck as a whole is pivoting and starting to introduce some new stuff, as you guys probably recently saw on either of our channels, the Range series. Getting it in either the Elite with MagnaCut, the drop is amazing on those washers. That's probably, in modern memory, the best action for washers I've seen. Outside of
$400, semi-custom.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really impressive. You wouldn't think it's on washers at all.
Right. You'd think ball bearings, and it's great that companies are listening to what we in the market are saying of like, hey, we prefer washers when in most scenarios. Ball bearings are fine and kind of on like a flashy show knife or something like that you're going to take out to dinner or to the office or whatever. But like an actual using knife, washers every time on a folder when possible.
Yeah, they get better.
Yeah. Over time because they're wearing and stuff, but to have MagnaCut and to have that for less than $250, they're like, I think they're like $220, I think, for the full size.
Yeah,
really doing a lot of things right. So that's Buck. The next one, let's hit the one that is really exciting. We just got done.
It's present really because we literally just did it today.
Yeah. So this is the one that's in the present that we're just like, wow, the MagnaCut version of the Gerber Strong Arm. We just got done testing it, and I mean, what were your thoughts going into it versus on the back end now?
So, firstly, if you've had a strong arm, you're not going to have to change how you use it or anything.
Right.
What you are going to get is a slightly higher performance and hopefully a greater longevity. We also didn't talk about the fact in the video, you could theoretically use this as a dive knife. I mean, it's
yeah,
MagnaCut.
That's a great. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Right, they're using it in salt knives across the board.
Totally. and it doesn't have scales and things for like water to get under and sit on or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's all encapsulated.
Without screws, it probably is better
for that. So in that regard, but really a lot of it is that, and we were talking about this. Gerber will stumble onto designs sometimes that are just like mind blowing, and so to give us MagnaCut with claimed HRC, they need to put it on their site. As when we're making this video, Gerber responded to that question, and they claimed 63, 64 HRC, which is mind-boggling. In fact, I think the only other knife I currently have at that tightness is like a TJ Schwartz semi-custom in that MagnaCut, like that tight and that high.
I'll be real. If it comes in over 62, I'm super thrilled.
Right. And even if it was that there was like some miscommunication, it was 60, 62, whatever. It's like for the type of knife, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I would expect. If I'm getting around 60,
think it is.
I don't think it is either because of how we experienced it.
Right.
So, and the value. Why don't you hit that value point? That's the other really exciting thing for like what's going on right now. I mean, if they were charging,
is there another at 160?
No. $160 for this knife.
It's not surprising they can't keep the damn thing in stock.
Right.
It's not surprising to me.
I am not aware. Please comment if there is one that even is close. Like how to I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing it at that price point. Except for they just have all the.
Is it 3/16 thickness?
I think it is. I don't know
It's
if I have my
beefy
caliper
is
right
what
here.
we're getting at. It's a beefy
It's at least
stock.
3/16. Yes.
3/16, right?
Yeah.
Still the same sheath that you're used to. All the different lashing options.
It's 0.19 stock thickness. I know that 0.19. So whatever that equals, just whatever that equals.
Right. So that's the present, and I'm actually really happy to have something that people can try if they've never had a premium blade that is American made, accessible, familiar. There's a lot. It hits all the right notes.
Right.
It hits all the right notes.
Right. And I think would be if you have not yet owned a MagnaCut blade, you're thinking about it, but you're like, I don't want to spend $300. That is what will get you into it, and you can at least experience what the steel can or cannot do for you and what you need out of your blades. Totally.
Now, future stuff that's happening that we're excited about because it just changes the paradigm.
Right. So much. And when we're posting this, we probably already talked about this in a previous video, but it's worth revisiting, and it is the Work Sharp, and I'm going to maybe mess this up. Is it the RMX?
Remix, so the RMX.
The RMX. The RMX pocket knife. And what's really interesting to me about this is first the value, because when I got this, Work Sharp sent you a model, me a model, and like a lot of guys a model right before Blade Show when they were dropping it. And I saw it and I was like, okay, yep. What is this, like $300?
It's an integral. Those start at like what, 300 something?
With either M390.
With anything.
Yeah, with anything, but M390 or 3V as options. I was like, okay, what, like $300? Sub $150. It's like $140 currently, right?
It's wild.
Right. So that an American-based company who is assembling.
They are assembling them. They show
here in America, right? They're putting this together here in America. So they're American jobs, they're American workers, there's American transportation. Like all of that stuff coming together to make this blade sourced from all over the world. But
I like how they're promoting the fact that they're going to take the best from here, and they're going to take the best. They're going to have an American blade or a German blade steel, or we're going to go get the Cerakote down the street.
Yep. Being done in are they based in Oregon? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that they're incorporating so many pieces to that puzzle and then making something different with magnesium integrals.
Right. That is extremely functional, and I think one of the best parts, because this is what it looks like for the future. This being like a future possibility, is that they're giving you so many options right out of the gate. They're giving you 2 different blade shapes. They're giving you 2 different steels. They're giving you different handles, but also deployment options. Talk about those deployment options a little bit, because you've had more experience with the auto.
There's so much difficulty in selling an automatic. There's a lot of states that don't let you carry them, but when you can ship the product as a manual, and it has all the ability to change to an automatic at will. It comes with it in the box.
You don't have to buy parts separate.
No.
Oh, another $50, and you can turn it into an auto if you want.
And that happens. People do that.
Totally, all the time.
No, none of that. And even comes with a little silicone tray to do it.
Right.
But I love where they're going with this, and the fact that they have it mostly CNC'd, and they know the exact dimensions, you could offer a blade by itself. You can offer a handle by itself. And you haven't taken this apart yet, but I'm telling you, there's so few parts.
Yeah, which is exciting. And the fact that you
Easy
can
to fix.
easily, I mean, that's just like kind of mind-boggling to go, oh, I can make a manual into an automatic and back in minutes. A minute?
I think when Taylor did his, it was 15 seconds. Some
That is
ridiculousness.
wild.
He was talking while doing it.
Right. That is nuts.
You know?
So to be able to do that is extremely impressive. And so what to me, and I think to you when we were talking about this, it's setting the precedent that there can be things that are created in America. Like, you know, it was obviously an American idea.
I think you can. I think the idea is that you could support American jobs.
Yep.
While taking the best from all places and putting something unique out there.
Yeah, and getting a good value to the consumer at the same
value, crazy
like
value.
insane value for the consumer.
Yeah.
And so, and the customization that is possible, and that's 2 out of these 3 that we're talking about today have something to do with customization. And for me, I feel like that's like the next layer for knife lovers is the customizing of their favorite blades. You know, you grew up going back to Buck. You grew up with a Buck 110. Your grandpa gave you his, and you love that, and that will always be something that you cherish. But maybe you're like, yeah, but I hate resharpening it all the time. I would like to have a Magna Cut blade. Okay, boom. Now you have the ability to customize that, and you're like, blue. I wear blue jeans every day. You're showing me like the blue like inlays, right, for for a 110, with or without pins. You know, you can do these little things. So you're still having this tradition, but you're able to make it for you. These different blade shapes and different actions that you can do. There's this. Renaissance isn't the right word, but I don't know. I feel like
because of 3D printing and because of CNC machines being cheaper, you have companies making handles for pre-existing models. Mm-hmm. You have companies making knife models that have open source handles. NAFs is a great example. Mm-hmm. And you have legacy brands like Buck who are understanding that people want to feel a connection with that product by customizing it to their exact requirements.
Right.
There's a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah, so that's just 3 brands that we saw that are just really doing different things that are making us knife lovers excited and gear lovers excited because when you have 100 freaking thousand
so much
blades, it's like. It can get tedious is not the right word, but monotonous sometimes. And you're like, yeah, it's all cool, but so when something gets really exciting for different reasons, it really jumpstarts you and me. But I know that it jumpstarts, I think, the community as well.
It doesn't hurt that in all 3 cases we're talking about with Buck's Custom Shop, Gerber, and with Worksharp, everyone is reasonably accessible.
Yes.
None of them are like limited releases. None of them are going to be. Above 200. Actually, all of these are under 200.
All of them. That is
them.
insane.
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
In 2025, that is...
Right. That's amazing.
Very good.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, totally.
All right.
Cool. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging with us today. Really appreciate it. What do you say when you sign off? I got my little tagline.
I say, thank you for your time. We'll talk again soon.
Awesome. Stay equipped. Stay prepared. We'll see you out there.